Good day everyone, this is Angel May Palacios and this is the video presentation of Bsed Filipino2A, the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. Keep on watching!
And our topic for today is about Preamble, Article 1 and 2 of the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. Pursuant to the provisions of Paragraph E, Article 11 of Republic Act Number 7836, otherwise known as the Philippines Professionalizations Act of 1994, and Paragraph A, Section 6, Presidential Decree Number 223, as amended, the Board for Professional Teachers hereby adopt the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. Pursuant teachers are duly licensed professionals who possesses dignity and reputations with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence in the practice of their noble profession. They strictly adhere to, observe, and practice the set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. The Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers serves as guides for teachers, specifically to new teachers, for them to exhibit proper behavior to the learning community at all times. It is important that teachers understand that when they get a teaching position, they are agreeing to follow the Code of Ethics. Article 1, Scope and Limitations. Section 1. The Philippine Constitution provides that all educational institutes shall offer quality education for all competent teachers, committed of its full realization. The provision of this code shall apply, therefore, to all teachers in schools in the Philippines. This code shall apply to all teachers in schools in the Philippines. Teachers shall, at all times, be imbued with a spirit of professional loyalty, mutual confidence, and faith in one another, self-sacrifice for common good, and full cooperation with colleagues. Section 2. This code covers all public and private school teachers in all educational institutions at the preschool, primary, elementary, and secondary levels, whether academic, vocational, special, technical, or non-formal. The term teacher shall include industrial arts or vocational teachers and all other persons performing supervisory and or administrative functions in all school at the aforesaid levels, whether on full-time or part-time basis. A professional code of ethics outlines teachers' primary responsibilities to their students and defines their role in a student's life. Educators must demonstrate impartiality, integrity, and ethical behavior in a classroom, whether virtual or in person, and in their conduct with parents and co-workers.
Article 2, the Teacher and the State. Section 1. The schools are the nurseries of the future citizens of the state. Each teacher is a trustee of the cultural and educational heritage of the nation and is under obligation to transmit learners to such heritage as well as to elevate national morality, promote national pride, cultivate love of country, instill allegiance to the constitutions and for all duly constituted authorities, and promote obedience to the laws of the state. Section 2. Every teacher or school official shall actively help carry out the declared policies of the state and shall take an oath to this effect. Section 3. In the interest of the state and of the Filipino people as much as of his own, every teacher shall be physically, mentally, and morally fit. Section 4. Every teacher shall possess and actualize a full commitment and devotion to duty. Section 5. A teacher shall not engage in the promotion of any political, religious, or any partisan interests, and shall not, directly or indirectly, solicit, require, collect, or receive any money or service or other valuable materials from any person or identity for such purposes. Section 6. Every teacher shall vote and shall exercise all other constitutional rights and responsibility. Section 7. A teacher shall not use his position or facial authority or influence to coerce any other person to follow any political course of action. Section 8. Every teacher shall enjoy academic freedom and shall have privilege of expanding the product of his researches and investigations, provided that, if the results are inimical to the declared policies of the state, they shall be brought to the proper authorities for appropriate remedial action. The teacher is said to build every individual's national morality to the love of the country, to the extent that they are aware of their surroundings and obey the laws implemented by the country. It is believed that schools are the nurseries of the citizens of the state.
Article 3. The teacher and the community. Article 3, Section 1, a teacher is a facilitator of learning and of the development of the youth he shall, therefore, render the best services by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. Article 3, Section 2, every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movements for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. Article 4. The teacher and the parents. Article 4, Section 1, a teacher shall establish and maintain cordial relations with parents and shall conduct himself to merit their confidence and respect. Article 4, Section 2, a teacher shall inform parents through proper authorities of the progress or deficiencies of learners under him, exercising utmost candor and tact in pointing out learners' deficiencies and seeking parents' cooperation for the proper guidance and improvement of learners.
The Code of Ethics for a Professional Teacher, Article number 5, the teacher and the teaching community. So Section 1, teachers shall at all times be imbued with the spirit of professional loyalty, mutual confidence, and faith in one another, self-sacrifice for the common good, and full cooperation with colleagues when the best interests of the learners, the schools, or the profession is at stake in any controversy. Teachers shall support one another.
Section 2. A teacher is not entitled to claim for work not for his own, and shall give due credit for the work of others which he may use.
So Section 3, before leaving his position, a teacher shall organize and leave to his successors such records and other data as are necessary to carry on the work.
Section 4. A teacher shall hold inviolate confidential information concerning associate and the school, and shall not divulge to anyone documents which have not yet been officially released, or remove records from the files without official permission. Section 5. It shall be the responsibility of every teacher to seek correctives for what may appear to be an unprofessional and unethical conduct of any associate. This may be done only if there is incontrovertible evidence for such conduct. Section 6. A teacher may submit to the proper authorities any justifiable criticism against an associate, preferably in writing, without violating any right of the individual concerned. So the last section 7, a teacher may apply for a vacant position for which he is qualified, provided he respects the systems of selection on the basis of merit and competence.
Article 6. The teacher and the higher authorities. Section 1. Every teacher shall make it his duties to make an honest effort to understand and support the legitimate policies of the school and administration regardless of personal feeling or private opinion and shall faithfully carry them out. Section 2. A teacher shall not make any false accusation or charges against superiors, especially under anonymity. However, if then are valid charges, he should present such under oath to competent authority. Section 3. A teacher shall transact all official business through channels except when special conditions warrant a different procedure, such as when special conditions are advocated but are opposed by immediate superiors, in which case the teacher shall appeal directly to the appropriate higher authority. Section 4. Every teacher individually or as part of group has a right to seek redress against injustice to the administration and to extent possible shall raise grievances within acceptable democratic processes. In doing so, they shall avoid jeopardizing the interest and the welfare of learners whose right to learn must be respected. Section 5. A teacher has a right to invoke the principle that appointments, promotions, and transfers of teachers are made only on the basis of merit and need in the interest of the service. Section 6. A teacher who accepts a position assumes a contractual obligation to live up to his contract, assuming full knowledge of the employment terms and conditions.
The Code of Ethics of a Professional Teacher, Article 7, is the school officials, teachers, and other personnel. Section 1. All school officials, teachers, and personnel shall show professional courtesy, helpfulness, and sympathy to one another. Section 2. Exhibit cooperative responsibility to formulate changes for the system at all levels. Section 3. School officials shall encourage and attend the professional growth of all teachers under them, such as recommending them for promotion, giving them due recognition for the meritorious performance, and allowing them to participate in conferences and training programs. Section 4. No school official shall dismiss or recommend for dismissal a teacher or other subordinates except for cause. Section 6. School authorities concerned shall ensure that public school teachers are employed in accordance with pertinent civil service rules, and private school teachers are issued contracts specifying the terms and conditions of their work, provided that they are given, if qualified, subsequent permanent tenure in accordance with existing laws. So this article tells about school officials, on how the state can provide of the teachers, and how the need of the teachers, and how they ensure that they can keep the professionalization on teachers on track.
Code of Ethics for Professional Teacher. The Article 8, the teacher and the learners. Section 1, a teacher has the right and duty to determine the academic marks and the promotion of learners in the subjects they handle. Such determination shall be in accordance with generally accepted procedures of evaluation and measurement. In case of any complaint, teachers concerned shall immediately take appropriate action observing the process. In Section 2, a teacher shall recognize that the interests and welfare of his learners are his first and foremost concern and shall handle each learner justly and impartially. The Section 3, under no circumstance shall a teacher be prejudiced or discriminatory against any learner. In Section 4, a teacher shall not accept favors or gifts from learners, their parents, or others in their behalf in exchange for requested concessions, especially if underserved. Section 5. A teacher shall not accept directly or indirectly any any remuneration from tutorials other than what is authorized for the such service. In Section 6, a teacher shall base the evaluation of the learner's work on merit and quality of academic performance. In Section 7 is a situation where mutual attraction and subsequent love develop between teacher and learner. The teacher shall exercise utmost professional discretion to avoid scandal, gossip, and preferential treatment of the learner. Section 8. A teacher shall not inflict corporal punishment on offending learners nor make deductions from their scholastic ratings as a punishment for acts which are clearly not on expectations for scholarship. Section 9. A teacher shall ensure that conditions contributing to the maximum development of learners are inadequate and shall extend needed assistance in preventing or solving learners' problems and difficulties. The teacher and the learner of Code of Ethics describes the professional teacher to be such fair because he or she bases the evaluation of the learner's work on merit and quality of academic performance. It shall not make deductions from learners such scholastic ratings as primary scholastic and determine academic remarks in accordance with generally accepted procedures of evaluation and measurements. It shall handle each learner justly and impartially. Should love develop between teacher and student, the professional teacher is expected to be fair because he or she shall exercise utmost professional discretion to avoid preferential treatment of the learner. The teacher fairness is assured when a teacher does not accept favor or gifts from the learner or their parents in exchange for requested concession. The professional teacher is likewise described as caring and compassionate. Article 8 points out that the professional teacher has the interest and welfare of learners as his or her first and foremost concern.
Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, Article 9, the Teacher and the Parents. Article 9, the Teacher and the Parents. Every teacher shall establish and maintain cordial relation with parents, and shall conduct himself of merit their confidence and respect. 1. A teacher shall establish and maintain cordial relation with parents, and shall conduct himself to merit their confidence and respect. Section 2. A teacher shall inform parents through proper authorities of the tact in pointing out learners' deficiencies and seeking parents' cooperation for the proper guidance and improvement of learners. Section 3. A teacher shall hear parents' complaints with sympathy and understanding and shall discourage unfair criticism.
Code of Ethics for Professional Teacher, Article 10, the Teacher and Business. Section 1. A teacher has the right to engage directly or indirectly in legitimate income generation, provided that it does not relate to adversely affect his work as a teacher. Section 2. A teacher shall maintain good reputation with respect to the financial matter, such as in the settlement of his debts and loans, in arranging satisfactorily his private financial affairs. Section 3. No teacher shall act directly or indirectly as agent or be financially interested in any commercial venture which furnish textbooks and other school commodities, in the purchase and disposal of which he can exercise official influence, except only when his assignment is inherently related to such purchase and disposal, provided they shall be in accordance with the existing regulation, Provided further, the members of duly recognized teachers cooperatives may participate in the distribution and sale of such commodities. Next, the Code of Ethics for Professional Teacher, Article 11, the teacher as a person. Section 1. A teacher is above all a human being endowed with life for which it is the highest obligation to live with dignity at all times, whether in school, in the home, or elsewhere. Section 2. A teacher shall place premium upon self-discipline as the primary principles of personal behavior in all relationships with others and in all situations. Section 3. A teacher shall maintain at all times a dignified personality which could serve as a model worthy of emulation by learners, peers, and all others. Section 4. A teacher shall always recognize the Almighty God as guide of his own destiny and of the destinies of men and nations.
Article 12, Disciplinary Action.
Section 1. Any violation of any provisions of this code shall be sufficient ground for the imposition against the erring teacher
Of the disciplinary action consisting of revocation of a certification of registration and license as a professional teacher, suspension from the practice of teaching profession,
reprimand, or cancellation of a temporary or special permit under causes specified in Section 23, Article 3 or RA number 7836 and under Rule 31, Article 8 of the Rules and Regulation implementing RA 7836.
Article 13, Effectivity.
Section 1. This code shall take effect upon approval by the Professional Regulation Commission and after 60 days following
Its publication in the Official Gazette or any newspaper
of general circulation, whichever is early.